When a baby bird it falls out of the nest, can't be touched by a human and be taken care of. Flocks, herds, and colonies, school for the fish and gaggle for geese. Where will I go when my tribe goes away? Ooh. Mama says we'll be okay. Her classes at night, her work in the day. She will build us a future and hang our clothes out on the line. Ooh. She's counting 100 pennies in a Ziploc bag. 100 pennies and I won't feel bad. 100 pennies in a Ziploc bag. Take this change, it's the same, I'm not strange. Yeah. They saw me sit alone, broken, that's what they called my home. So they sent me away with my milk and my tray. Ooh. The cafeteria is no place for teary-eyes, and I ate lunch with a lady in an office down the hall. Ooh. I showed her 100 pennies in a Ziploc bag. Oh, 100 pennies and I won't feel bad. Oh, 100 pennies in a Ziploc bag. Ooh, oh, 100 pennies and I won't feel bad. Take this change, it's the same, I'm not strange. Yeah. My bed was under the window. I wondered and I willed. Do the stars care? Will my wish repair our home? So you had a guitar and a couple of things to say. So you wrote them down, you rode around, you made your home the highway, and you come so far. But it's not far enough, they say. You gotta make it big. What are you making anyway? If you haven't gone gold, if you don't go platinum by 20, you can only go down and you'll never be found. You're a heads down penny and you're a star, or you're a starving artist, and no one seems to notice, no one seems to see. You're in between, walking the line or down the middle. They're so extreme and you're just trying to live your life. Somebody long ago went high and low, and then to where the wise ones go when they grow tired of going for the ride. When it comes to love, they say the falling is a thrill. they're falling in, they're falling out, and you are standing still, and you are nothing, nothing at all like Juliet. And you'll never know a Romeo, but you'll never know regret. And you are saved, or you're a sleeping beauty, and no one's watching movies on our kind of love. We're in between, walking the line right down the middle. They're so extreme, and we're just trying to live our lives. Somebody long ago went high, we low, and landed where the wise ones go when they grow tired of going for the ride. We're in between, we're in between. This ain't no nightmare, this ain't no fairy tale either. And I didn't come to be someone, I'm no preacher, no believer. I'm a fly on the walls of my mind, and I'm here to make my own heartbreak and to leave it all behind. And I'm a hero, or the lowest kind of villain, and my highs are not fulfilling, they always leave me low. Let me be between, walking the line right down the middle. They're so extreme, and we're just trying to live our lives. Somebody long ago went high and low, and landed where the wise ones go when they grow tired of going for the ride. We're in between, walking the line right down the middle. They're so extreme, and we're just trying to live our lives. Somebody long ago went high, went low, and landed where the wise ones go when they grow tired of going for the ride. We're in between. It is so good to be here. It is so good to see you. It is so good to celebrate the release of our new record, Soil in the Sky. This is it. This is the first show on the tour. And I am so incredibly fortunate to have these incredible musicians behind me who are Cat Femme. And I also have the band who played on the record with me tonight. Three of them. You know what? I'll tell you more about them later. I'll tell you some secrets. I'll give you some dirt. But those first two songs were songs off of the new record, and so is this one. You go whether I liked it or not. Driving through the forest for trying to remember the words to that song. When it hit me like a hurricane, spun me like a weather vane, knocked me down to the ground. Words came flooding in from wherever they had been lost and found. Sang all the way. There we sang all the way. Wild as a bird song. And we just can't knew that when I kissed you, I was gonna miss you. Baby, that's a part of the deal. But you laughed when you walked away, pointing out the Milky Way. You disappeared. Oh, in the moment I imagine we'll never meet again, I fall to my knees. Then pouring through the radio, songs that we used to know. Are you with me? In the books under our bed, the rusting car you meant to fix out behind the shed. You always show up, then you fade away, woven like a thread in the corners of my everyday. Song inside my head that All right, so this is the first song we're going to play that's not on the new record, and it's on the EP that I put. When did we put that EP out? A year and a half ago.
Right? Is that correct?
We put it would. Is that correct?
Because I'm wrong. Because I'm right. It was winter.
It was a winter back in.
It was a winter release.
We made an EP called Just Enough Sun. I think it was a year and a half ago, but we're not sure. We'll determine that later. We could Google it. And it was the first thing that Ryan produced of mine. And he is the producer on this brand new record. So we're going to take a little step back in time and appreciate the journey of Ryan's production.
You can't make this about me.
I don't know, I just did. But this is a song called Bullseye.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was an arrow and you were a bow. Baby, we took a chance to see how far we'd go. I had my eye on the farthest horizon. The pull and the tension only made us fly on the back of the wind. We fell in love on a whim, but tell me, where did we end up? And I'm scrolling through the moments, trying to find it. Where we had it, there's a target underneath this mess we made. Oh, it's a long shot, but I'm taking aim at your heart. I found a photo of you staring into the blue, the Carolina sky, the Appalachian view. You looked into the void, you said, oh, what is the point? There are no guarantees, it's just the toss of a coin. I said the best things maybe are pointless, baby, like songs or dancing. And I'm scrolling through the moments, trying to find it. Where we at it, there's a target underneath this mess we made. Oh, it's a long shot, but I'm taking aim. Oh, it's a long shot, but I'm taking aim at your heart. Oh, I heard a story. A master of archery giving a lesson at the edge of the shore. He pulled back his bow to its fullest arc, and with total focus in his mind and heart, he let the arrow free into the middle of the sea. And then he said, bullseye. But I'm taking aim. Oh, it's a long shot, but I'm taking aim at your heart. So staying on that record, that EP, did we do an EP release show here? Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. We did. I missed you. This is another song on that EP, and one that the first song that Ryan and I actually wrote together. We wrote it on a drive through. Everyone's, oh. It's probably my phone. We were driving through the desert in Colorado on a tour, and I told Ryan that I wanted to write a song about monkeys going to space. And
I was like, yeah, I'm down.
He was down. Specifically, I learned about all of the Alberts that we were sticking into rockets and shooting up there. That's what the official Wikipedia page says. I'm quoting directly, but I thought that was funny. It's actually it's not a funny topic, and basically we kept trying to send chimpanzees to space, and we failed the first 5 times, which means that we killed the first 5 chimps. And so we would name them Albert. They were naming them Albert after Albert Einstein, and I guess they were really insistent that the first chimp that went to space and came back was named Albert. So every time we killed one, we would just name the next one like Albert number 2, Albert number 3, Albert number 4, Albert number 5. Albert number 6 was the first of the Alberts to make it to space and back alive. So I was saying to Ryan on that car ride that I thought that Albert 1 through 5 deserved a tribute. So that's what this song is. It's called Albert 1 through 5. It's not funny. They didn't ask to be a part of the mission. They've never fathomed life among the stars. And they were made to live among the brush and the branches, but they couldn't fight the sleep inside our darts, shooting darts. And they rolled away, their hands wrapped round the bars, metal bars. Words are like the highest fruits in the treetops, just too high and just outside their reach. And they can't even say a simple yes or a no as we strap them down into the captain's seat. Captain's seat. They were bound and shackled down around their feet. They are the captive captains, and none of them will make it out alive. Oh, they are the captive captains, hurled into the mystery at the speed of light. Oh, they are the primal pioneers, the unsung heroes, the RL bird 1 through 5. Albert 1 through 5. They didn't ask to be a part of the mission. They've never given any thought to life on Mars. But when the fire burned bright as the sun down below them, a smoky river whisked them to the stars, and they rolled away inside those metal bars. They are the captive captains, and none of them will make it out alive. Oh, they are the captive captains, hurled into the mystery at the speed of light. Oh, they are the primal pioneers, the unsung heroes, the RL bird 1 through 5. Albert 1 through 5. Oh, up in the sky. Ooh, the moons of Jupiter, always on the rise. Ooh, the blooms of bamboo shoots, reaching for the sky. Ooh, could know the weightlessness of nothing left to fight. Ooh, it's moving upwards through the trees until there's nothing left to climb. Albert 1 through 5. Every year feels just a little faster. Another trip around and round the closest sun. And there's no ground to drag my feet on. Can we go a little slower, deep into the mystery I'm flung? We are the captive captains, and none of us will make it out alive. Oh, we are the captive captains, hurled into the mystery at the speed I know that you're gonna miss them because I'm gonna miss them too. Read. Amazing.
He can play the bass, but he really knows how to exit.
Mm-hmm. He's got a great that guy's got a real great exit on him.
He knows how to exit.
I hope he's listening through the door.
I'm sure he is.
Well, we're taking it down to the roots of the duo, which feels just right because, gosh, this past couple of years has been a journey, and I feel as though it led to this record. And I know a lot of you. I'm willing to bet, actually, because you have been one of the most supportive groups and regions and people on my musical journey, and I'm willing to bet there are a lot of people here who kickstarted my record. Am I right about that? Yeah. I think you are. Thank you. So thank you for helping us to make it. It is releasing tomorrow. Yeah. And over the past couple of years, we toured around as a duo a ton, and we did this project called Projector, where we took a bunch of new songs, we played them for audiences everywhere, and everyone voted for their favorite songs at the end of the night. And after about 2 years of Ryan and I touring Projector all around the country, we counted up thousands of votes, and we boiled them down to the very top voted songs, which ended up being 7 out of 10 of the songs on my new record, Soil in the Sky. So it's been a journey, you know. So taking it back and taking it back to a song that kind of started a lot for me. This is Woodstock. Well, I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road, and I asked him, I said, "Where you going?" And this he told me. He said, "I'm going on down to Yasgur's farm. I'm gonna join in a rock and roll band. I'm gonna camp out on the land. I'm gonna try and get my soul free. We are stardust. We are golden. We've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Well, can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the smog, and I feel to be a cog in something turning. Well, maybe it's just the time of year, or maybe it's the time of man. I don't know what I am, but you know, life is for learning. We are stardust. We are golden. We've got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere there was a song and a celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we're billion-year-old carbon, and we're golden, but we're caught in the devil's bargain, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. I'd love to introduce the band tonight, starting with Ryan Hummel. He is the producer of the new record. He is my comrade of many years, and he's also the musical director of this new show. Ryan Hummel, everyone. You already cheered for him. You can cheer again. And the sneaky guy who snuck past us and then snuck down over yonder in that zone there, holding it down with the beautiful sound. His name is Jaron Olevsky. He played on the record. Please give him a giant warm welcome. And this is another dear friend and someone who I just admire through and through as a person, as a player. His name is Reed Sutherland. And so now that there's a whole lot of love in the room, because clearly there wasn't before, we're gonna play a love song. It's a love song on the new record. It was one of the first singles that we released. Oh, thank you. That's how I say thank you now. Thank you. So this is the love song on the record. I wrote this one when I was taking a solo drive down the Pacific Coast Highway. And I was surrounded by all of the majesty that is the West Coast, and that drive in particular. And it was just after a tour with one of my songwriting heroes, Sean Colvin. I was opening for her in the Pacific Northwest, and I drove myself down to Southern California. Yes, you can woo for Sean. And I was just feeling full. I was feeling abundant. I was surrounded by beauty, and I was pulling over. I was crying in front of strangers. And like in the middle of all of that feeling really, really full, I had this one little hole in my heart. It's always there, and I have a different story for it every time. But this time it was that I missed my sweetheart, and that I had everything that I wanted in front of me and around me and ahead of me, but I did not have him. So I wrote this song from behind the wheel without my guitar, and as soon as I got to my lodging that night, I finished it. And it's on the record. It's called What I Don't Know 2. I woke up a long way from you today. I am a long way next to an ocean that I don't know at all. But can you ever really know everything that lies below the face of what you look at every day? I woke up alone today to the ocean spray, to the sound of waves rush like blood from my head as I rose. And somewhere in the morning haze I caught an image of your face, an old friend and a stranger all in one. And honey, there's no way that I'll ever know everything about you, but oh, how I love what I do. Honey, I love what I don't know too. I drove through the blue dawn in Oregon to California's sun, along a sea that was strangely to my right. And as the sun warmed up my steering wheel, I remembered how your body feels familiar, but always a little new. And honey, there's no way that I'll ever know everything about you, but oh, how I love what I do. Honey, I love what I don't know too. It's what I don't know too, yeah. I woke up a long way from you today in a beautiful place, trying to squeeze the sea and the sky into a song. My little eyes behold enormous things. I'd see it all if I had wings, but none of it has majesty like yours. And honey, there's no way that I'll ever know everything about you, but oh, how I love what I do. Honey, I love, baby, I love, honey, I love, honey, I love what I don't know too. It's what I don't know too, yeah. It's what I don't know too. I just realized this is another love song, so this is Love Song Hour.
is the last song on the new record. I just feel really excited about that. Called Backwards and Blindfolded. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
The fireflies rise in the backyard. As we watch every sun disappear, we can hear every cricket for miles. How many times I've looked out that window with my hands in a warm soapy sink, and I'm thinking of what lies ahead. Backwards and blindfolded, I will always know the way. Backwards and blindfolded, I will always find the way. The juniper you brought back from the desert. Oh, that year that you traveled alone just for a new point of view. It's growing wild along the walkway. Oh, and the day that you planted it there was the first day I felt I was home. Backwards and blindfolded, I will always know the way. Backwards and blindfolded, I will always find the way. And the ground moves under my feet, but the same moon hangs over me. It's the one thing I know you can see tonight. Oh, and the ground moves under my feet, but the same moon hangs over me. It's the one thing I know you can see when I can't see. I'm looking down from another airplane, and all of the lights of the city at night look like fireflies. I miss the sound of your breathing. Oh, and that sigh that you sigh every time we let go of another day. Backwards and blindfolded, I will always know the way. Backwards and blindfolded, I will always find the way. And the ground moves under my feet, but the same moon hangs over me. It's the one thing I know you can see tonight. The ground moves under my feet, but the same moon hangs over me. It's the one thing I know you can see when I can't see. The ground moves under my feet, but the same moon hangs over me. It's the one thing I know you can see when I can't see you.
We just released a music video for this song today. It's a duet that I wrote with Ryan, and Ryan gave up his part. No, I'm actually telling lies. We wrote the part for Taylor Goldsmith and Dawes before asking him to sing the part. Pretty much. And we demoed the song with Ryan singing his part, and we sent it to him, and he said yes. And
I don't have to sing like Taylor on the record.
although I think you can. I think you can. So tonight, my friends, Ryan Hummel is also Taylor Goldsmith.
Was it a Friday night or a Saturday night in November? And was it your suggestion? Who asked the question? Do you wanna hang out with me?
And were we the last ones nursing the same rump for hours? Was every stool, with the exception of two, upside down on top of the bar? I just don't really remember what we said, but I know it was tender. I just can't really recall very much, but I still feel it all. I still feel it all. We were together, and I forgot the rest. We were together, oh, wide-eyed and tremulous. We were together. What was the song you were singing along to on the radio? I don't know how it went, but I know that I can still feel how you swayed me to the beat. I just don't really remember what we said, but I know it was tender. I just can't really recall very much, but I still feel it all. I still feel it all. We were together, and I forgot the rest. We were together, oh, wide-eyed and tremulous. We were together. You were the song I was singing. You were the booze in my bloodstream. You were the rush all around me. You were the song I was singing. 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 Every building and every face in the city, everything's fading as you're separating those quiet, lonely, ever thirsty lips. And I still feel it all. We were together, and I forgot the rest. We were together, oh, wide-eyed and tremulous. We were
you so much. I would love to introduce Cat Fem to you, the phenomenal quartet that you saw earlier that you were hoping would come back. On violin, Cynthia Tolson. Please welcome her back to the stage. Oh, sneaks. Hello. Extend that applause. Hey! Saleha Kirchner is also on violin. Emma Johnson on cello. I want to say your last name right, Casey. Casey, wait, Casey, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Casey Caliba. Yes, Casey Caliba on viola. This is our first show together. It's been a dream of mine for over a decade, and I'm so honored and thrilled that these are the incredibly talented people tonight where the dream comes true for the first time. We were driving in the country woods and we didn't know why we were there. Well, maybe we were running from the big city, or maybe we were running to the mountain air. And then we came upon a cabin of it honor, and oh, how did it stare? Said, hey, what's the quickest way to Motel 6 out in these sticks? Said, hey, I'm feeling kind of weary, we've been driving all day and we need a place to stay. Ooh, baby, there ain't no shortcuts on your way. Oh, baby, there ain't no highways in these parts. You know, baby, gonna have to drive yourself down every little windy road if you really wanna get to where you're going. Oh, yeah. I was sitting on the therapist's couch and I didn't know why I was there. Well, maybe I was running from the big issues, or maybe I was running to a listening ear. And then I came up on a maze of emotion, and oh, how I did fare. I said, hey, what's the quickest way out of this mess to that happiness? Said, hey, I'm feeling kinda weary, I've been crying all day and I need a little break. Ooh, and I said, baby, there ain't no shortcuts on your way. Oh, baby, there ain't no highways in these parts. You know, baby, gonna have to drive yourself down every little windy road if you really wanna get to where you're going. Yeah. I was sitting in the meditation hall and I didn't know how I was there. Or maybe I was running from the noise outside. Or maybe I was running to the stillness there. And then I came upon great hatred and delusion, and oh, how I did fare. I said, hey, what's the quickest way to freedom and love? How do I rise above? I said, hey, I'm feeling kinda weary, I've been sitting all day with my mind in disarray. Ooh, and I said, baby, there ain't no shortcuts on your way. Oh, baby, there ain't no highways in these parts. You know, baby, gonna have to drive yourself down every little windy road if you really wanna get to where you're going. Oh, if you really wanna get to where you're going. If you really wanna get If you really wanna get where you're going, if you really wanna get where you're going, if you really wanna get to where you're going, hey, yeah. This is Caffe Lena, everybody. Here's another song on the new record that, one that means so much to me. Reed, could you be a little more subtle? Don't you just want to hug the guy? This song is one that means a whole lot to me. And this is a great segue from a funny moment to a serious one. I love that. I'm really good at that. So yes, this is kind of a raw one for me, and one that, to be totally honest, in the week that we were in the studio and about to do it, Ryan, as producer, said, "Okay, I want you and Jaron to have this moment where you sing a piano ballad and Jaron will support you." And I was like, I've never sung a piano ballad before, and I was like, okay. and so he put us in our spaces, me and my booth, and I literally cannot hear the song any other way. It just fell into a really special place. And for a song that feels really raw and tender and vulnerable, for me to sing, it's just the perfect house for it to live in. Okay, Mush Fest is over, but this is a song called "Hanging On." Well, I came across a pretty thing you painted when we were first acquainted, when we first laid eyes. And you tried to paint me into a still life, but I couldn't hold still like a child, like time. And when you come around, I go crazy for the sound of you slipping through my window, through my fingers. And when you go like money from a gambler. And when you go, it's quick as liquor from a drunk. And when you go, it's fast as gasoline, as summer, as childhood, as a wonder, as anything worth hanging on to. In all our photographs, I'm always out of focus. I'm blurry-eyed and hopeless. I'm spinning for your love. You make me dizzy, but you don't make me nauseous. I'm careful, but I ain't cautious. I'm whirling like a Sufi. And when you come around, I'm devoted as a dervish, and I don't deserve it, but I need your company. And when you go like money from a gambler. I'm a drum. And when you go as fast as gasoline, as summer, as childhood, as wonder, as anything worth hanging on to. In all my dreams, you are always leaving, escaping my ADD and giving up on a messy mind. But when I was awoken, it was my sweat that was broken and my lungs that were choking, trying to catch your breath. And you were right inside, floating like a lotus. You were waiting for me to notice. You even left the window cracked. Hanging on to you. Let's get Ryan back up here. Ryan! This was the first single we released off of the new record. And it's called All in Your Name. Ain't that your jacket in the mudroom? Ain't those your shoes there by the door? You never left the house without them. Now you don't need them anymore. Ain't those your keys there on the table? And they've gone everywhere you go. They opened every door you walked through, turned every engine on your road. I'd run those keys out to the driveway, joke that you wouldn't have gone far. And now you're further than you've ever been from me, than you've ever been from me. And like a song, I can't see you, but you move me just the same. Like the radio waves all through the air, you invisibly make it okay. Like the moon, I can't touch you, but you pull me just the same. Like the crashing of waves all through the ocean, I rise and I fall in your name, all in your name. They say at first the pain is piercing, an angry bee inside your chest, but it can't sting like that forever. And even heartbreak takes a rest. They say just like a sword in battle, a sharpened blade will slowly dull. With every thought inside my mind that you possess, it'll hurt a little less. And like a song, I can't see you, but you move me just the same. Like the radio waves all through the air, you invisibly make it okay. Like the moon, I can't touch you,
crashing of waves all through the ocean. I'll rise and I'll fall in your name, all in your name. All in your name, all in your name, all in your name, all in your name. Like a song, I can't see you, but you move me just the same. Like the radio waves all through the air, you invisibly make it okay. Like the moon, I can't touch you, but you pull me just the same. Like the crashing of waves all through the ocean. I'll rise and I'll fall in your name, all 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 in your name. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for being here on the first night of our tour. Please, another round of applause for Caffe. Please, another round of applause for my incredible band. Please, a round of applause for Joe, who is sound engineering the night tonight. Thank you, Caffe Lena. Went to church in a miniskirt. They said you better cover up, but you were wearing more than Jesus on the cross up above. You tell them I am a Madonna, I'm a Madonna and a whore. And don't you make me into less than that, don't you make me into more. You went to temple just to meditate, you heard that it could free your mind. They said your body's gonna desecrate the purity of our shrine. But tell me, can a little cleavage hinder the freedom of the soul, when you are aiming just to be with whatever is that you behold? And I am not a lady you can tame, I am not a girl that you can shame, I am not a woman you can name, I'm an enigma. Went to buy yourself a Fender, you put the ukulele down. They always seem to use your gender when they're describing how you sound. Sometimes you put a pretty show on, sometimes you turn it up a lot. One day you sing a little folk song, one day you wanna fucking rock. And I am not a damsel in distress, not the wicked witch of the West. I am not a holy high priestess, I'm an enigma.
Went to heaven in the back seat. You never caught that angel's name. You found your knight in shining armor, but you hold the whip and chain. They tell you that you gotta pick one, what kind of woman you can be, yeah. But baby, you're a contradiction, made up of multitudes at least. And I am not a trophy you can claim. I am not a crude, a virgin dame. I didn't wear this just to entertain. I'm an enigma. And I am not a doll face in a dress. I am not an icy queen heartless. I'm not the perfect mother manifest. I'm an enigma. Enigma. And I am not a lady you can tame. I am not a girl that you can shame. I am not a woman you can name. I'm an enigma. 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 It is. Yes. So it's the first song on the record, Enigma, and I sing it with Rachel Price. Oh, that's how I felt.
She's played her.
She is. Thank you for coming along on my ride. I know a lot of you have been here on this ride with me for quite a few years. I do not take it for granted. So I want to sing a song for you. It was one of the first songs I had ever written on one of the first tours I had ever been on. Thought, I'm a rambling woman now. I should write a song about myself. I don't want these walls to wall me in forever. I do want to make my home unfenced in a land. We can buy our lot, we can mark our spot, but we're travelers whether we like it or not. So please make my castle out of sand. Oh, please make my castle out of sand. And I don't want light that lights forever. I don't want fire that stays stable. And the wick is lit, it burns a bit, and then it goes out at the end of it. So please don't hang a bulb above my table. Oh, please don't hang a bulb above my table, 'cause I am made of all the same stuff that makes the seasons what they are. stardust. My daddy's dreams, my mother's heart. Oh, and I don't want a promise that outlives the promiser. Hey, in my body we will not last longer than a metal band. And this tender expanse, it's called romance, and like anything great, it's riddled with chance. So please don't put a diamond on my hand. Oh, please don't put a diamond on my hand, 'cause I am made of all the same stuff that makes the seasons what they are. I am made of dirt and stardust. My daddy's dreams, my mother's heart. Oh, my mother's heart. I don't want blooms that bloom forever, and I don't want colors that don't fade away, and petals open to the sun, and they wilt when they're all done. So please don't put silk flowers on my grave. Oh, please don't put silk flowers on my grave. 'Cause I am made of all the same stuff that makes the seasons what they are. And I am made of dirt and stardust. My daddy's dreams, my mother's heart. Oh, my mother's heart. What do you think about getting the band back up here? Cool. Read. So smooth.
This is the biggest stage of the tour.
I know I'm going to forget to say this, so I'm going to say it now, and it'll be the end of commercial hour, but I am going to go over yonder in the little area, the little in-between area, and and say hello. So please come say hi to me. I've missed your faces. And we'll have the new record, of course. And also, I'm really happy to fulfill Kickstarter orders in person, because I can do that. We can do that. That's a thing we can do. Anyway, end of commercial.
My brother's old room used to be mine, and all of our posters have changed over time. Now all of our idols are on the tip of our tongues, and we can't recall what's his name over eggnog and rum. And my brother's old room used to be mine. Now my mother's old paintings can finally shine and fill all the spaces where celebrities post. I woke up this morning in a room that I know. Ooh, my brother's old room used to be mine. He painted it blue when I left it behind. Now my mother's old Alvarez leans up against white in the brand new guest room where I slept last night. And let me stay a little longer, let me rest, let me belong here. I am a guest in every room I've ever known. And if my brother's old ceiling gets just enough sun, the shapes of our made-up constellations glow in a pattern that I knew by heart. I woke up in the morning and picked up her guitar. And now my mother's old Alvarez from '76, I wrote down this song as a bargaining chip to capture a moment from merciless time, to stay in a room that I know for a while. And let me stay a little longer, let me rest, let me belong here. I am a guest in every room I've ever known. My brother's old room this morning is mine, and someday a stranger will wake to this light. And this illumination is a passage of right, and the lineage of visitors grows a little in size. 4 walls and a window opposite the door. I pack up my bag and I leave it once more. Another holiday ends in a teary embrace, because even our bodies are places we stay. Because even our bodies are places we stay. And let me stay a little longer, let me rest, let me belong here. I am a guest in every room, I'm just a guest. I'll be going soon. I am a guest in every room I've ever known. Give it up for my wonderful band! Just because I'm being selfish now, and I don't want to leave, and I want to hear the quartet one more time, so I'm gonna initiate one more encore. Can I bring the quartet back up here? I'm having way too much fun. This is mutual. Good.
asked me how I knew my true love was true, I of course replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find all who love are blind. Ah, when your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eye. So I chaffed them and I gaily laughed for them to doubt my love. Yet today my love has flown away. I am without my love. Now, laughing friends deride tears I cannot hide.